Hey there, everyone, and welcome to Bill's Retro Gaming Show. Well, it looks like we've got our first look at Stern's next release, and it's going to be a remastered version of their Metallica table. That's right, this one has been rumored for quite some time. A couple of days ago, they put out a teaser trailer saying that yes, Metallica Remastered was coming, and today all of the details finally dropped. So let's dive in, let's take a look at it, and see what we can expect from Metallica Remastered. Alright everyone, as always, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If this happens to be your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscription button, click the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put up a new video, give this one a thumbs up, and leave a comment below if you want to be part of the conversation. So let's start checking out Metallica Remastered from Stern. So Stern put up all the details on their website. You can certainly check it out for yourself, but I wanted to go over some of the highlights on this video for you guys. Looks like they're going to be coming out with two versions of this remastered Metallica table, a premium edition and a limited edition version. There is not going to be a pro version of this particular table. The limited edition is extremely limited. It looks like they're only going to make about 500 of them. So if that's the one you're interested in, you may have to jump on that one as soon as possible. But let's take a look and get a little more info on what Metallica Remastered has in store. All right, so Stern have a couple of videos up on their website and on their YouTube channel to show off some of the gameplay, some of the details on it. This is the quick 1-minute gameplay trailer. God, I wish I could be playing the music for you on this, but I'd 100% get a copyright strike because it's playing Hit the Lights from Metallica on it. Such a great song, but the table looks fantastic. For many of you, if you're familiar with the original Metallica release, the table is going to look, at least the playfield rather, is going to look very, very similar to the original. They kept a lot of the playfield look the same, but they've upgraded things like the little guy in the back, Sparky, I think they call him, with some extra features. They've upgraded a lot of the rails and different things. They've added a bunch of features, you know, based on new techniques that they've done since the original Metallica came out. So the playfield is going to look very similar, but it's going to play very different. So checking out some of the info on Stern's website here, it says Metallica Remastered is updated with a full color LCD display featuring all new animation and live concert video footage. Now, from what I understand, Stern has worked directly with the band. They've curated some very specific video footage to have on these tables of their live concert footage to show. They've also worked with the band to record brand new call outs during gameplay, so that's pretty cool as well. It says fans will enjoy expanding gameplay and improved presentation with 22 songs, 8 more than the original. And I do have a list of those songs. I will show those in just a minute. Expanded gameplay rules, cabinet improvements include an expression lighting system and 2 all-new art packages by Metallica artist Rhys Cooper. So again, a lot of speculation before this release on who was going to be doing the artwork for it. And of course, now we know it's Rhys Cooper. Those of you who are big Metallica fans, you probably recognize the name. I know he's done a lot of the artwork for their albums and different things. So he's definitely well known among Metallica fans. Players will experience the same great flow from the original Metallica playfield layout with geometry and mechanical improvements, new versions of gameplay toys, updated mechanical devices, and new UV lighting effects, which is really, really cool on this. That guy in the background in the electric chair, Sparky, Ride the Lightning, he's been updated. He's got a whole new look to him. And they've added these UV lighting effects, so under like a black light, you can see like the lightning going through him and all kinds of cool stuff. There's a place on the playfield that has the 4 pictures of the guys' faces from the band, and under the right lighting effects, their faces kind of turn into skulls. You can see skulls underneath. So there's some really cool features on this thing. Of course, they've added their Insider Connected feature to this, which wasn't on the original table, and a few other things that I will get into. But let's move over to Knapp Arcade. Knapp Arcade is a website that really specializes specifically in pinball, and they've got a lot of more information on this table that I want to share with you. So here we go. Here's the article from Knapp Arcade. Again, They've got all the details on the Metallica Remastered Pinball Machine coming from Stern. I will have a link to this article as well as the Stern website in the description of the video so you can check it out for yourself. A lot of this I already talked about. Stern making a premium and limited. No pro. Limited is going to be $500. The limited and premium have the same playfield to it, but the limited has different art, speaker lights, mirror backglass, cabinet expression lights, some of those upgraded features. But basically, they're going to play exactly the same. It's just some of those little extra bells and whistles that you get with the limited edition. Pricing is right on line with a lot of their recent releases. I believe the premium is going to be about $9,700, whereas the limited is going to be about $13,000. So pretty much what you're used to seeing for those type of pinball machines from Stern. We know Reese Cooper's doing the art. Now this is interesting for those of you who are going to be at Pinball Expo this weekend. It sounds like Stern's going to have a couple of these remastered tables there for you to be able to play on Saturday. So if you're at the expo in Chicago, be sure to check out Stern's booth if you want to get a look at the Metallica Remastered and see it for yourself. And, of course, some other stuff here. Now, one of the things I do want to talk about is the songs list. I'm a huge Metallica fan. Love Metallica, especially their early work. Some of their newer stuff, not so much. But, again, that's personal preference. But it sounds like they're going to have 22 different songs on here, 8 more than the original had. And, of course, they're speculating here on Knapp that they may add more over time. Of course, again, with the Insider Connect, with the way these machines are connected now to the Internet, it would be no problem for them to be able to add songs, to add video to it at any time. So it looks like the songs we're going to get right out of the gate are 72 Seasons, Hardwired, Frantic, Hit the Lights, If Darkness Had a Sun, King Nothing, Moth in the Flames, Spit Out the Bone, Battery, Blackened, Creeping Death, Enter Sandman, Fade to Black, one of my favorite songs from Metallica. I love that song. For Whom the Bell Tolls, Fuel, Master of Puppets, another great song. One, Ride the Lightning, fantastic. Sabbath True, Seek and Destroy, The Unforgiven, and The End of the Line. So again, if you're a Metallica fan, if you're into their music, this is a pretty cool song list on here. A good mix of some of their older stuff with some of the new stuff that's come out. Again, I'm a bigger fan of the older stuff. Personally, Ride the Lightning is probably my favorite Metallica album of all time. So it's cool to see songs on here like Fade to Black, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Ride the Lightning. Love that stuff. And just some quick gameplay details here. Again, going to have the same basic layout as the original Metallica Pinball Machine, but they've updated, like I said, the ramps and the toys and all that kind of stuff on there. New animation, live concert footage, new callouts, new modes, new Sparky with UV lighting effects, and a fully moving chair. Resculpted hammer that contains a UV light that exposes images on the playfield. So there's a UV light built in to show off some of those extra features, like I said, on Sparky, on the guys on the band. You can see it says here pictures of the band in the center of the playfield look human, but turn into skeletons when exposed to UV light. So again, a lot of updated features on this. So if you were a fan of the original, it sounds like the remaster just kicks it up a notch. All right, so next I want to show up a couple of pictures of the machine. Stern makes it really difficult to pick out their pictures on their website, but luckily Knapp Arcade has a bunch on there, so I'm just going to run through some of the ones that Knapp Arcade has. I've blown it up about as much as I can to be able to show it to you guys. Hopefully you can get kind of an idea of what things look like. This is a look at the limited edition version of the machine. Now again, the premium and the limited edition, table-wise, they're going to play basically the same. The limited edition, you're going to get some different artwork on it. You're going to get things like light-up speakers. You're going to get these chase lights in here, a bunch of other bells and whistles, but basically same machine. Here's an overall look at the playfield. Again, very simple play mechanics. You've just got the 2 flippers down here. I know a lot of people don't like tables with a ton of flippers on them, so just having the 2 at the bottom is really cool. But you've got, different ramps and stuff up here. You've got Sparky up in the back, and he'll shake and move at different times. There's an area over here, I think, where there's this area right here. This thing kind of pops up, and the ball gets trapped here and knocked down into this little coffin here. I know it's got to be really hard sometimes for some of you guys to see this, but that's where it'll lock for multi-balls. You've got the guys here, and you can almost kind of tell here under the right light their faces turn into skulls, which is a really cool looking effect. I think some of these close-ups will give you guys a better idea. You've got this snake here. You've got this thing that comes up and traps the ball. You've got the ramp over here. Here's a really cool look at the playfield. You got the guys' faces here. Again, like I said, with the UV lights, you can see their skulls underneath, which is a really cool effect. Yeah, here's what it looks like under the UV light. Now, on the limited edition, one of the extras you get are these LED lights on the side. There's chase lights that will change and move during play, something that will be missing from the premium. And this is what I was talking about before with this coffin area here. You can see the balls get trapped down in here for a multi-ball. Here's a close-up look at the updated Sparky. As the ball hits and stuff in here, he will move and shake, which is something I don't think the original really did, at least not to the effect that this guy does. You could kind of see it in a little bit of the video I showed before. I think he moves a lot more than he did before, and of course he's got all this coloring on him that under the UV lights will glow. You've got the Metallica logo in the back here, which lights up during gameplay. I think if you can you hit different things to light up the letters, and if you light them all up, it activates another mode of the game. And of course, one thing this machine is going to have that the original didn't is Insider Connected, so you can save your scores, you can compete in different gameplay modes and things like that. Here's a quick look at Sparky with the UV lights activated, so you can see how he lights up under the right lighting conditions, which again is a really cool feature. Here's a little better look at the back box. Again, this is the limited because the speaker lights light up on here. Of course, you've got the LCD screen here, which is going to play the concert footage. There's going to be all new animation during gameplay, all kinds of cool stuff. And finally, here's a look at the premium edition. Again, gameplay is going to be basically the same. You're going to miss out on some of those things like the chase lighting here, the speaker lighting, and of course the art is different on this one compared to the other one. So it is a little less expensive than the limited edition. And of course, the limited edition is only going to be 500 units, so there's going to be a lot more premiums available. So if you like the way that the artwork on this one looks, this is definitely probably the one to get over the other one, because basically gameplay is going to be the same on the two of them. Like I said, you're just going to miss out on some of those little extra features like the light up speakers and the chase lights and things like that. But beyond that, they're the same table. Or same machine, I should say. But there you have it. That's a look at Metallica Remastered from Stern Pinball. Now, I believe that the first of these is supposed to start coming out sometime around November. I think they're going to do the limited and then the premium, or maybe it's the other way around. I'm not totally sure. But they are going to have, Stern always does different add-ons and different things that you can buy for your machines. Those are going to be coming out shortly after the first round of these starts being produced. And of course, again, if you happen to be at the Pinball Expo this weekend, be sure to stop by Stern's booth and check this out. They are supposed to have a couple of these available on Saturday for you to check out and play. And if you do me a favor, leave me a comment below and let me know what you think of the machine. I'd be curious to know what you guys think of the new Metallica Remastered if you get a chance to check it out. Of course, beyond that, let me know your thoughts just on how it looks. Are you a Metallica fan? Is this something that you would be interested in? Have you ever played the original version and now you're excited that they're coming out with a remastered version? Let me know. Of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and do that as well. And of course, leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. That's all for now, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, and happy gaming.